So this is the new Oppo Find X9 Pro. It takes the already great Oppo Find X8 Pro and makes it way better. But Ashad, I read that the Find X9 Pro has a single periscope camera compared to the dual periscopes that was there last year in the Find X8 Pro. So how is it way better? I know that you have that question in your minds. But trust me, that's actually a good move, and I'll explain why in this detailed impressions of the Find X9 Pro, which has launched globally, but it's coming to India really soon. That's when I'll do the detailed review of the phone. Alright, let's get down to my first impressions. And if you're watching me for the first time, I'm Ashad. This is Track and Tech English, your destination for detailed, incisive gadget reviews. Now it all starts with the design. Of course, the Find X9 Pro is thicker and heavier than the Find X8 Pro. Yeah, no kidding, really. It's actually thicker and heavier, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And that's primarily because the Find X9 Pro actually has a 27% larger battery inside, and it has that new very large periscope camera as well. And therefore, the added girth makes a lot of sense. Now, it would have been a problem if the phone was not easy to handle, but that's not necessarily the case because Oppo has done a fine job by designing or actually redesigning the phone. The new camera deco is the first thing that immediately stands out from being a circular unit on the Find X8 Pro. It's now a squarish unit at the top left corner, which is very reminiscent of the OnePlus 13s. And I like this design a lot, primarily because if you notice very closely, the glass at the back blends into the camera module, and then there is a little bit of a metal sort of, railing that gives it a little added rigidity. And in totality, it's like a very premium design, and Oppo's been doing a very good job designing these, Pro phones. Although I have to confess that there's one thing that irks me and, sort of kicks my OCD is the fact that the periscope camera is not symmetrically aligned within the camera ring itself. Now, regardless, in totality, the in-hand feel is fantastic. The ergonomic is actually very good too. And there's not too much of a table wobble either. Oppo's done a really good job here. Plus the flat metal railing and the flat back, flat front, all of that make this feel a lot like the iPhone, but which Android flagship doesn't today. So in-hand feel wise, actually really good. Design, build, fantastic. In fact, you also do get, IP69 rating plus Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection on the front and the back. Now, apart from the regular slew of ports and buttons like the power button, the volume rocker, the Type-C 3.2 port at the bottom, the SIM card tray, which is a dual nano SIM card tray, and of course the mics, you also do have two extra buttons very similar to the iPhone. Now, the first one is called the Snap Key, and by default, it accesses the Mind Space feature, and I'll talk about that in detail. And apart from that, you also do have the Quick button. Now, this is what the iPhone's camera control button is, but it's a much better implementation. See, a double press from any part of the screen actually opens up the camera app, but when you enter the camera app itself, a single press of the Quick button actually takes a shot. A long press takes continuous shots, and when you're holding the phone like this in landscape mode, you can also swipe